This is day 90, and I should be celebrating 90 days of podcasting since 2026 started. Congratulations to me, and congratulations to you that have been listening. But I will celebrate later. I want to talk about something I've spoken about before on this podcast about how politics concerns you like mad. Next year is election. I'm with my voter's card, but okay. I think the only thing I need to do is go and change my polling unit, because my polling unit, when in 2023 when I voted for the first time, was in Anambra State. So I need to change my polling unit now to Anambra State, right? So I have to figure that out. I need to go to my local government in Kaduna. You cannot afford to be lackadaisical next year. You cannot afford to be silent next year. You cannot afford to say that politics does not concern you or politics is not your business next year. You cannot afford it. You cannot try it, because you're using your life to play 10-10. No. If you do that one, you're using your life to play if you think you want to avoid politics. Because guess what? You're already in politics. The fact that you're living in this country, you're already in politics. Things are happening. Stupid things that should not be happening are happening. Human beings are dying, both from hunger, both from banditry, kidnapping. Businesses are dying due to lack of electricity. People are feeding from hand to mouth because there is no money. There is no job. Fuel prices on the increase. People are dying because the hospitals are not funded. Your healthcare is not funded. Pregnant women are dying. Children are dying. This country is literally bleeding. And just because you have food here, you have a job there, it doesn't mean this. Here in a bin at this country happen. This is not life. You need to travel from point A to Z in this country to see how bad the roads are. Maybe you don't even need to travel far. Even maybe within your state, the state you are in, the roads are really terrible. Nigeria has the highest out of school children in the world. Nigeria has the highest maternal mortality in the world. And this is a country that has that has the highest black African population in the world. It has high human resources. It has the natural resources. Has a refinery that could be functioning. But every time they allocate money for it to function, about voicemail, they start telling stories. There is nothing that should have concerned us with this thing that's happening in Iran. Nothing at all. Because we make the oil. We are neither, taking from anybody, because we own it. There's no way we should be paying up to 1,400 naira on fuel. Siba, watching this documentary on Lee Kuan Yew, the first Prime Minister of Singapore. Singapore just got its independence in 1965 from Malaysia. And the stats weren't good. Nobody thought they would ever survive. But do you know what they had? They had a man. They had somebody who was passionate. Who wanted to see that country bloom and grow. Whenever he spoke, you heard the passion. He didn't come in because of the money, because he wanted to be liked, because he had really strict policies. He wanted to imbibe values, morals on Singaporeans. assuring them that if you work, you're going to eat. But if you don't work, you will not eat. And it is the mandate of everybody in that country to work as hard as possible. No exception. Be you a civil servant, a public servant, a minister, whatever it is you are, you must work. That this man would shed tears for his country, would travel to places, other countries that are working, to see what they are doing, to get templates on what they are doing, and kind of like want to incorporate it back into his country to see it grow. Now, Singapore is one of the finest blooming economies in the world. And it happened just because one man knew the value of leadership, knew the importance of leadership. That leadership is not just to be called a leader. Leadership is to serve. Leadership is to be purposeful with the position you have been given, to stand in that position, to stand in that mandate and deliver what you have been asked to do. And it bothers me so much how the most important things aren't working, and I'm wondering where is the conscience? Where is the humanity? Where is the shame? Because growing up, they'll tell you, is it kego? A good name is better than money. It is better that they call on your name and people are saying great things about you, about how you have, transformed lives, about how you have moved people from point A to B. And it's not out of sycophancy, or it's not out of hypocrisy, or it's not out of, let's falsely praise this person, but because really you have really done something extraordinary in the land. That is better than any money in this world. I'm wondering, how did we move from that to where we are today? To where we are that politicians, leaders, stakeholders can't really say for a fact what they are doing. How are they trying to solve problems? Whenever problems arise, press statements, we condemn. We are working towards. We are creating funds. 6 million naira has been transferred to different Nigerian households. What the heck is you transferred cash to Nigerian households? Oh yeah, give us the names of the households that benefited from it. It is non-existent. What the heck are you doing with the fuel subsidy? So okay, you said you were removing fuel subsidy to kind of like stabilize the economy. That the money that was removed from the fuel subsidy will be channeled into other sectors. So tell us, how much have you gotten from the fuel subsidy, and which sector in particular is gaining from it? Who is gaining from this subsidy? And then we hear news again that you're trying to enlarge the national budget. You want 9 trillion naira more to be added to it. Why? From 58 trillion to 67. Are these sectors really going to benefit from it? And even if they're going to benefit from it, can Nigerians get the breakdown of what these sectors use that money to do? Zero accountability. Zero. Siba. Even while on radio, because the media is very regulated. Radio, TV is regulated, so you cannot come and say rubbish. Not rubbish. Well, sometimes people do say rubbish, but you have to kind of like be coordinated in what you're saying. You can't actually come on air and say, oh, Tinubu is a terrible president. You can't say it. Or that his administration is toxic. You can't say it because of NBC. A lot of times people would want to say that, and I, even in my own pains and frustration, I'll be like, you cannot say that, hey, go. But I understand. I deeply understand. I didn't know what happened in Jos on Sunday. I refused to go on Twitter. I just came back from work and I just really needed to get off social media and just like rest. But then I started watching this documentary on Lee Kuan Yew and I was moved to tears. Like the way I was crying. The way I broke down, it felt. I knew why I was crying. I knew I was crying because like of the state of the country. But imagine if I knew about what happened in Jos that same day. It felt like my body already kind of like knew about the bloodshed in Jos. You cannot afford to be like a days ago. You can't afford to say, oh, politics is none of my business. Jesus Christ. No. I think we have chilled enough. I'm not even going to lie. I think we have relaxed enough. We actually have. And you know the sad thing? No. So people are living under these conditions. Even people that are supporting the current administration, they're seeing what is happening. The fact that you see all that is happening and you still want to be blind to it. That thing beats me. It kind of like blows my mind every freaking time. It's just like, oh my God, are you not seeing what is happening? What are you saying? Oh, I see. It favors you, yeah? You're earning from it, right? Where is our humanity? Where? God, the day Nigeria will reap. The day Nigeria will reap. It will not be a shock to me. It won't be. I can already feel the break. I can already feel like the rupturing. The I can feel it, walai. Because there's a point you get to, and you will not accept rubbish. You will decide that this is not a life. That this is not the life I should be living. Somebody said most of the prayer requests we have, if we go to another country, almost all of them will be answered. You get sick like this, and you just be praying that more. If a lot of people are praying not to get sick, because where do you want to start from? Where? Anyways, the cocoa of this, what I'm saying is, you cannot say it's none of my business, because it's your business like mad.